and also most exhausting month of the year. There's so many fun things going on, but
it's very busy,
it's
isn't it?
tiring. It is. So I think we're ready to close out a great year.
Your sixth graders, you'll be ready to graduate them and move them on.
And I think they would tell you that they are ready. They do have a field trip coming up that they're excited about. They're going to go to the Baptist Youth Camp the 16th, 15th and 16th. So an overnight. They're able to fish and canoe and all kinds of things. Yeah, so they have that to look forward to. And then we will do sixth grade graduation on May 22nd, starting at 9. So we will say goodbye to them and wish them the best as they head over to the high school.
You've also, kindergartners will be graduating as well?
Yes, kindergarten. We call it a kindergarten celebration, and we will celebrate them on the last student day as well, May 22nd, and that'll be at 1 o'clock. So we invite all parents and families to come see that little ceremony too. It's always cute.
So as the school year is wrapping up, we've been finishing iRead and iLearn, all the testing. So
all the testing.
How have students fared through that process?
Pretty good. We cannot fault their effort. We feel like their effort was there this year. We still don't have scores back. Actually, I just checked this morning and they are trickling in as of late last night. So still unsure, kind of what the data shows or what direction we're going to need to move. But, they gave it their all. The teachers absolutely gave it their all. And at that point, you just take it as it comes and see what we can do to improve.
Throughout the school year, you guys do a lot of just different fun things to keep it exciting.
Yeah, we do.
So when you look back at your school year kind of wrapping up, is there anything that you guys have done this year that's just kind of stood out for you?
The sectional and regional run for the girls basketball team, I think is a highlight for many. We were able to put on a couple pep sessions, and I think for the first time in many years, we were able to get all of our elementary students to the high school for a pep session. They had never experienced that. And that was a highlight. I think, just everybody enjoyed the ride. And, we do monthly meetings every month where we celebrate attendance. And so we try to keep it, fluid and flexible. But I think the staff and I also agree, you have to love what you do when you're there to make a difference. So I feel like we're always doing silly things, to be honest. Next week is Teacher Appreciation Week. We have a lot planned for next week, one of our favorites. So we've kind of given the theme this year is sunshine, just because we feel like, teachers and staff are sunshine to our students. So every day they have a little something special. So we're excited about that.
So fun.
Yes.
Well, you guys have got so many things coming up on your May calendar.
We do. We do have a lot coming up. Several field trips. Actually tomorrow, REMC is coming and going to do an all-school convo. Kind of excited. They're going to set up some lines. We've never done this before, so that's exciting. Yeah, tomorrow morning. On Friday, it's our last morning meeting in the gym each month, and actually the high school band and choir are coming over, and they're going to do a little concert recruitment, see if there's anybody that is interested in joining band or choir that hasn't yet. So that'll be good. Next week is Teacher Appreciation Week. Lots of field trips, and then we kind of get into that last week where field day, talent show, awards, you name it, and here it comes. So I send out a May calendar to the teachers and staff just because they can see every day, because there is so much going on. But it's like I said, it's fun, exciting stuff. It's just here we go. Here we go. Yes.
Hold on, right?
Yes.
So as you look into next year, there's always some changes and those kind of things happening.
Yeah.
How have you started to prepare for it? It's hard to believe we're talking about next fall, but
you're exactly right. We have already started on class list. Teacher requests are open this week. So, if you are a parent that would like to request for next year, get that in. Master schedule, again, I'm hoping to have that finalized in the next week or so. So then once the school year is ended and the building is empty, we kind of have everything that we need to get going and plan for the fall. We do have 2 teachers that are retiring, Karen Meeker and Laura Johnson. After an amazing career at South Decatur Elementary, they are both going to retire, and we're excited for them, and we're going to celebrate them that last week of school too.
Have they spent the majority of their careers at South?
I think they both have.
That's what I thought.
Yes. They both. I don't know the exact years. It's on my desk, but yes, both of them have spent the majority of their career there. So they'll go out with the celebration. We'll miss them both. But happy for them and excited for their next chapter.
As they transition out and you have those retirements, any shuffling of teachers or new teachers coming aboard for next year?
No. We were able to hire a new music teacher, Caitlin Harrell. We're really excited about that. She subbed a lot for us. I think she will be able to step right in there and ready to go. And then Nate Canfield and Anna Kramer from North Decatur Elementary are coming to us. So Nate will be teaching 6th grade and Anna Kramer will be in 2nd grade. So no new hires, but we are getting a couple teachers for North Elementary to kind of fill those swaps. So yeah, we're excited to have them in the building too. Looking forward to it.
Very good. So, do you guys do like a field day or anything like that?
We do.
School-wide?
We do. The PTO, can't say enough about our PTO. The PTO puts it on. So they supply everything, the volunteers, the schedule. That's on May 20th. So that Tuesday. But basically the majority of the day is spent outside, lunch is outside, music and games, and the kids love it. So hoping for good weather, and thank you to our PTO because they are the ones that run it and they run it well. So
the PTO does so much for the schools.
They do. And you get to this time of year and you're like, you want to do this, but do you have enough energy? And so they really kind of pick up some of those things that the kids love, but sometimes you're like, do you have enough time to plan and get it together? So thank you to the PTO. Yes.
Very good. And do they help with the field trips still as well?
They do. They do. Yeah, the field trips. If there's any cost associated with the student, and also the bus drivers. So again, a huge thank you to the PTO and our volunteers, and just the fundraisers that they do, and those families that participate in those, because they really do make a huge difference.
And I think as you come to the end of the school year too, you sit back and realize how many people it takes to just make a school function.
It really does. And just like everything else, everything is costing more, and just to make sure that it's in the budget. Do we have enough of this or that? And the PTO is a great partnership that we're very thankful for.
Angel Hawker was in a couple of weeks ago and talked about the curriculum kind of realigning and all of that stuff. So what does that look like for your building as you prepare?
Yeah, I will absolutely say that our staff this year has really dug into especially 3 through 6, the new blueprints and the standards and the checkpoints. We did opt in to take the checkpoints this year. So I feel like we have a little glimpse, or we're a little step ahead before next year. And my staff really, they work diligently every week. They're looking at what's coming, what's already on their map. We have done a lot through the school year. So we're going to kind of, let them rest over the summer. I think we're going to have maybe one teacher work day that'll be optional if people want to come in and get a head start, But I feel like we're in a pretty solid place to continue, forward movement based on the hard work that the staff did this year.
What year are you in as principal?
This will be finishing my 4th.
All right. So from the beginning to now, I know it's only 4 years, but yet it's 4 years.
Yeah.
What have you seen change and grow? What's been the best thing for you that you've kind of seen evolve as you've been in this role?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Honestly, I think it's just the students and staff combined. You walk in and obviously I followed Angel and she had things set, but I love seeing obviously the growth in students after the kindergartners, 4th grade. It's so neat to see it kind of all come together, and I am extremely proud of our staff, and I know that I say that all the time, but they show up every day, and our students love coming to school due to them. So I think just seeing the progression and the relationships and the memories, which like you said, we like to have fun, and we also like to work hard. That's always kind of the thing at the beginning of the year. We're going to work hard and also play hard, but I can't say enough about South Decatur Elementary. It's a little gym that I feel like there's light on now, and a lot of that, if not all of it, goes to the families and the staff. So
you guys do the small business.
We do, the kids biz.
Yes. I think that is just the coolest idea.
Casey Bolton, she's amazing. She had an idea and ran with it. I think she's hoping to continue it next year, but what a great experience for our students, and just to get a little taste of what it's like to create, to make, to sell, to advertise. And she does a great job running that. And I'll give her a shout out too. She just received a grant through the Community Foundation to help with Girls Night Out, which is a STEM program for our girls. And we're looking forward to have that again next year too.
So there's just so much going on to happen at one time, right?
There is. There always is. But, it's a great thing. And anxious to get these scores back, as we continue to try to improve, our literacy and our students leaving us able to read and ready for the next step. So we'll dig into that and see what plans need to be made. And that's what I said again, I feel like our staff is always, all right, what do we do next? What's next? And as long as that's happening, I feel like we're moving in the right direction.
With iRead, they've started doing testing in second grade and, so where do you guys kind of stand statistic wise, I guess, on getting your third graders onto fourth grade?
Pretty good. I think every class makeup is unique. So it's important to keep in mind what that makeup of that class is. But our interventionist, our teachers, they've worked diligently. And we're going to do a retake at the end of the school year, see how that goes. And our percentages kind of remain right where they are. Our goal is to be in the 90s. We're in the 80s right now. And I think, again, it's just taking what we get, what we know, and seeing where we can improve. And it's so difficult, especially I feel like in my headspace, is it's not something that you see overnight. It takes a little time. So don't lose faith, keep working hard. But it may be a year or two until we see, those results. So, I think we're right where we should be. And, those students that didn't pass in third grade, they've been working hard the last month. We got a couple other more weeks before they retake it, and we'll see how it happens. We are offering summer school for those students that did not pass. And again, just another opportunity to get them in there and continue working with them.
It's so important in reading. And I hear a lot of people say, I don't know why they test these kids. And I don't know. But, reading is the foundation of everything.
It's a you could pro and con it to until, and it's just important to remember that every student is unique. And, some students do have, either a skill deficit or something that is, enabling them to be able to pass. And then it's our job to work through that and figure out what to do. So just remembering, every kid is different.
Everyone's
not
unique.
A cookie cutter. It is. And reminding the staff that, it's okay. We'll get there. What do we do? What do we need to look at? It's just a process. And, we have a great team and we'll continue at it.
So as you move into the end of the school year, kind of what's it look like for you as you start to wrap things up?
There's a lot coming the next few weeks. So just trying to finish the little things in the building. So then come that last week, I want to enjoy awards day. And, it's a busy time. So then that last student day and that last teacher day, when it's an odd feeling, honestly, when you've worked so hard, so busy, and then it's quiet and no one's there. But I really enjoy the couple weeks after school too, because, it's a time for me to kind of dig in and get a few things done before, I take some time off for the summer too.
All right. What are we looking forward to next school year?
That's a great question. I think continued work on what we're already doing. So I think just digging in a little bit harder and seeing if we can't move that needle a little bit more. We have 60, I think we're at 66, 67 kindergartners enrolled for next year,
wow.
which is amazing. If you missed kindergarten roundup, just give us a call. We'll get your process started. But that's great. Numbers look good there. Our preschool classes are full. So again, I think things are working well, and you just can't pause. You got to keep moving, So, but looking forward to everyone having a break for the summer and then starting again in the fall.
All right. Anything else going on at South Decatur?
I don't think so. Looking forward to the month of May with our kids. And
the calendar can be found online?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, on the staff, on the district website, and then you can get to any school in the corporation too. Yeah.
So there's so much to check out.
There is. Yeah. Thanks for having me this morning.
Thanks for being in. Enjoy the end of your school year.
Thank
I know
you so much.
It's going to come fast and so much to see and do. So
Thank you.
great job on a great school year.
Thank you.
It's Tree Country 1330 WTRE. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.